What's up, explorers? How you doing? I'm Mike Mohr, and I have activity number 3 ready for you. If you've done the first 2 activities, good job. If you haven't, you still have plenty of time, no worries. But we're basically up to, we would be at the beginning of the spring session right now. And what do we do on the first day? The rules. So get ready, I'm gonna go through them all. Just kidding. Since we have a different way of doing things now, we're skipping the rules. First time in Explorers history, no rules. Yes! But the second session, we would have done test day. And I have part of the test day ready for you because one part of it is pretty fun and you can do it with your family. You only need 2 people to do this. You can do it with as many people as you have as well. So if you have multiple siblings, 2 adults, they can all do the activity. And this is called the sensory hike, okay? We're gonna do a little hike through whatever area you have. If you wanna have to do it in your backyard because some parks are closed, through a driveway, any different surfaces will work. So I'm gonna explain all that in a minute. But the sensory hike is basically a way of doing a hike and sprucing it up a little so it's a little more fun than just a regular old hike, okay? And what we're gonna do is take some of your senses out of the equation. But before we start, we all have 5 senses, right? So I'm gonna give you a little break, hit pause. I want you to come up with each of the 5 senses first and then come back to me. All right, go ahead. Okay, you should have come up with seeing, smelling, tasting, hearing, and touching. Those are the 5 senses, okay? What we're gonna do is take sight out of the equation and we're gonna go on a little hike without the benefit of our eyes. And we're also taking taste out of the equation because I don't want you licking any trees, all right? That would be disgusting. So this is what we're gonna do. You need a rope, you need a blindfold, okay? If you don't happen to have like a blindfold like I have, that's fine. You can use like a winter hat and pull it down over your eyes. It's a pretty nice one here, huh? You can use a bandana, and then that's it. You're gonna put the blindfold on, and then your adult is going to hold a rope, okay? It can be any kind of rope, it doesn't even have to be that long, all right? And the adult is gonna pull you along. The adult will have their eyes available. They function as the eyes, and you're gonna try it blindfolded, okay? And then just so you know, with the blindfolds, you know, they're not perfect. So once you have it on, in the history of blindfolds, if you tilt your head back and you point your eyeballs down, guess what? You can kind of see the ground. You know what that's called? That's called cheating. We don't want to cheat. We want to try to do this without our eyes. And that's the whole point of it. Anyone can walk around with sight. We're trying to do something a little different. So keep your eyes closed under the blindfold so that you can't cheat. Okay, that's very important. And then once you have the rope, you're gonna put your hands on the rope like this, knuckles together, and you have to squeeze the rope. The rope shouldn't be able to pull through your hand, okay? Your hands should not be spread apart like this or like this. The hands have to be together, and you have to squeeze the rope because when your adult pulls it, that's your signal to walk. Very important. When the rope's loose, you stop walking. When the rope pulls you, that's when you walk. So that's a big part of this. You're gonna be relying on your sense of feel. And also with your sense of feel, when you're walking, you cannot keep your feet sort of low to the ground and dragging because you're gonna trip over a tree root or something. So when you're doing this activity, you really have to pick your feet up and feel around with your feet, okay? Then when you feel a tree root, you can get over it, all right? Now, adults, your job, you have to keep your eye on them. Sometimes the rope will swing side to side and you have to straighten them out. If you're about to come up to something you want them to step over, or like a little mound or a stick to step over, you can even with one hand pull the rope and just put a hand on the shoulder and say, okay, we're coming up on something now. You really have to step up and feel with your feet. As long as the rope's tight, and even if they wobble a little, you'll have them. So that protects them, and it's all part of the trust exercise too. And the other thing is you should vary the surfaces. You want to try and take them through as many different surfaces as you can, like grass, cement, sticks, mulch, pebbles, gravel, anything like that. And then explorers, as you're doing this, you can just say, when you think the surfaces change, you say, hey, I think I'm on grass now, or, ooh, this feels like, I don't know, like cement. Okay, if you're going uphill, if you're going downhill, you want to notice all of these changes. You're going to be using your ears, your sense of feel, even your sense of smell to get your way around. And adults, you can make it fun by varying the places you go. You can occasionally have them stretch an arm out if you want them to feel something, and say feel this on with your left arm, and then they can feel their way around a tree or something like that. But other than that, 2 hands on the rope at all times, squeezing it tight so that you can feel and know when the rope pulls you, that's when you walk. Okay, I'm sure I forgot some details. I'll go through the video before I send it to you, and I'll email you some extra notes if I forgot any. But have fun with this, and that is about it. Get outside wherever you can, have a good time, and we'll see you for the next one. All right, later, explorers.
I feel like I'm at the edge of a cliff.
Wait, let the rope pull you.
I am.
Really feel with your feet. Stop, walk slow, slow, slow. Pick up with your feet. Okay, good.
Oh.
The rope's not pulling you. The rope's not pulling you. You gotta stop.
Did I step on an animal or what?
Nope.
That's a hill. What? That's dirt.
Feel with your feet.
That was dirt. Ah! This is fun.
Good. Okay, point in the direction you think we started from.
There, I think.
Okay, now keep pointing. With your other hand, take the blindfold off and look around.
What? Oh my god! What was that thing that I went on?
Where are you?